It is definitely tomato time in Tennessee.
It is.
Oh, they're so good right now.
They are.
And so many different ways to use them. Shona House joining us with a special recipe. You said this is an oldie but a goodie.
This is a deep-rooted Southern recipe that's very, very old, and it's called tomato cracker salad or poor man's salad.
Okay.
And it's back in the day when the tomatoes and things started coming in, and you know, stores weren't just around every corner, so
right.
They would come up with new recipes and things to use from things that they had in the garden and this, that, and the other. And one of them is a tomato salad. And it's absolutely delicious. It's simple to make, but you love to eat it.
I am so excited. I'd never heard of it,
Yes.
but I love everything in it. And I recognize, of course, all the ingredients for a lot of different types of tomato dishes. But this one, when you said that, I kind of thought about like a cornbread salad, but
Well,
without
you know,
all the stuff maybe.
And there's a lot of ways that you can make it, that you know, you can make it very versatile, you know, by adding or different elements to it, you know, onions, bacon,
Okay.
you know, different things like that, other cheeses from what I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So, but you start out, and I've got some heirloom tomatoes that I got from the farmer's market.
Oh, they're
and
so
they're
pretty.
always juicy and delicious. And so I've got some like a maroonish colored tomato, and then I've just got some red ones. And what you're going to do is just get you a couple or 3 large tomatoes, depending on how big you want your salad.
Okay.
And you're just going to dice them up, and then you're going to place your diced tomatoes on some paper towels, because we're going to let them kind of drain a little bit, and you're going to kind of soak up some of the juices out of them, because if you leave the juice, then your salad will be way too soupy.
Okay.
And we don't want that.
Gotcha. Look how, I mean, these, when you cut them, they smell
They do.
so good.
I can remember back in the day just going into the garden, picking a tomato and eating it right there as a child.
Yep, me too.
How good they were.
And I still, you know, sometimes, especially those little cherry tomatoes.
Oh, yes.
I'll go in there and just grab them. And I think right now the tomatoes are just, they're so perfect coming out of the gardens.
They are. All right, so we've got our tomatoes diced up. And if you'll go ahead and put that paper towel on top of it and just give them a little press, because we
Okay.
are going to soak up some of the juices out of it.
They are juicy.
They are. I'm going to get this out of the way.
Okay.
Next up, we are going to take a block of cream cheese, and it needs to be room temperature. If not, then it's not going to blend very well.
Gotcha.
And then next up, we're going to put about a half a cup of mayonnaise. Now, guys, I love Duke's, but you can use whatever flavor or
You're a Duke's girl?
yes,
Uh-huh.
of mayonnaise that you like. We're going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I like a little bit more pepper than what maybe most would. We're going to put some onion powder and some garlic powder in this mixture.
All these things work so well together.
They do. And then we're going to give this a good stir. Just incorporate everything, mix it all up real good. Now, if you don't let your cream cheese get to room temperature, you're going to have a problem, because it's not going to be good and smooth. It'll be all thick and have chunks of cream cheese in it, which is perfectly okay too, but if you want it to be, you know, thoroughly to where it can be
blended. It takes
Yeah.
a while to get that cream cheese to room temperature.
It does.
Yeah, I'm always waiting for my recipes. I'm trying to like hurry the process, and it just, you know, I'm trying to keep it close to maybe my oven, or maybe it's over here.
Yeah.
Please soften.
And you can always stick it into a glass of hot water, and it'll help soften it too.
Okay.
But see how good and creamy that looks?
Yes.
You want it to be just really good and creamy with not a lot of chunks.
Okay.
Looks like we may need just a little bit more pepper.
You want to be able to see the pepper.
I
right
do.
there.
All right.
Tomato with salt and pepper. I'm done. It's just so good, right?
Right. So basically, this is the start of your salad. Very
Okay.
simple. So when we come back, we can put this all together, because crackers go in it, but I don't like to put the crackers in it till right toward the end, because I can't stand soggy crackers. I want that crunch.
You want the crunch from the crackers.
The crunch
and
from the
you're using a saltine cracker.
A saltine cracker, and then we're going to add a little bacon to it, because it's always good with bacon.
Better with bacon.
It's always
And how
better
many
with bacon.
tomatoes did you use for about this?
This is about 4 tomatoes, because I'm going to make a large salad, because I'd like to give y'all some after the show.
Oh, we love the way she thinks. Ooh, that sounds so good.
So, yeah.
And I'm so excited because you said that someone actually requested.
Yes.
They said, I remember this salad.
Yeah, especially if you're around our age. You know, our grandmothers made it a lot. You know, if you like tomato sandwiches, you know, you're going to like this salad.
Well, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You sent me that yesterday, and I thought,
Yes.
oh, I cannot wait to see
I thought, well, we'll make this and bring back to life some of these old Appalachian recipes.
Yeah, sounds good. How is the catering world?
Catering and baking
world?
world, we've got lots of weddings and events and things that are going on, and we're just covered up, and I'm trying to stay afloat.
And
but it's a good thing.
Because it won't be long, and you're going back to school.
Back to school to teach all these kids how to cook so we can keep having generations of cooks and chefs around the area.
Are you
and that's
excited?
exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I know
is.
you got to start going to bed a little earlier, Shona.
I do. I
Getting
promised
up a little
myself I was going to
earlier.
try to be in bed by 10 instead of 11 and 12 and 1 every night.
I know. It's back to school time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for more information, of course, you can always check out her website. It is faithbakecakes.com. And don't forget, coming up here a little later on in the show, we're going to continue this recipe, put it all together, and give it a try. She's got the saltine crackers, the bacon, tomatoes, all ready to go.